is Claudia, and this is my VSG journey. First of all, I would like to welcome all my new subscribers. Hi guys, welcome to my channel and thank you for subscribing. So so guys, this is going to be my 1 week post-op. Can you guys believe it? It's been a week that I had surgery. I cannot believe it. 1 week after surgery. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about feelings, about emotions, about healing process, about foods, and pretty much everything that's been going on, okay? So let's start off with some stats. So my highest weight, I was 270 pounds. 270 pounds. And before I started my liquid diet, I was 247 pounds. And the day of surgery, I was 228 pounds. And today, I am 215 pounds, 0.8. I don't even count the 0.8. I know I should count it, but like 215. What? How is that possible? I am so excited. I am so excited. I cannot. Well, so let's talk a little bit about my emotions. I have a little bit of notes over here, so if you see me looking down a little bit, I'm kind of looking at the notes. I don't want to be all over the place. So, so let's talk about surgery till now. So the first 3 days of surgery, guys, it is not easy. I am not gonna tell you that it's easy. I am a pretty tough girl. I can take pain, and it was hard for me. And the hard part of that wasn't the pain in my stomach or the pain in my incisions. It was all gas pain. I mentioned to you guys before, this gas pain is like insane. For some reason, like I had a lot of gas pain in my shoulders. Like I know it's so weird, but like my shoulders were hurt. It was like this sharp pain on my shoulder. Absolutely terrible. And then to move, it's like everywhere you move, it's like the gas hurt you so bad. But the solution for that, walk. You walk, you walk, you walk, you walk, and walk, and you will be just fine. So, first 2 days in the hospital is really hard because you feel so full of gas that it's so hard to walk. But I walked. You guys see my video. I was walking. And then when I got home, I continued to walk and walk. My house is at 2 floors, so I kept on going up and down the stairs, and that helped me feel a lot better. By the 5th day, I felt like 80% normal. Like I was pretty much almost back to normal. It's unbelievable how fast I felt great. The night I came from the hospital, actually going back a little bit, the night I came from the hospital, I did take pain medication to sleep because the gas pain is so uncomfortable that I couldn't get myself to sleep. Even though I was exhausted, I just couldn't because I can't get comfortable. And I sleep on my belly, and I really miss sleeping on my belly and sleeping like that, staring at the ceiling. It's not fun. So if you're planning to get VSG surgery, guys, start practicing sleeping facing up, because if you face down, because that's probably the hardest part for me. I just want to sleep on my belly. I can't wait to just like hug my pillow and lay on my belly and sleep like that. I can't wait. But so that has probably been the hardest thing. So when I came from the hospital, I did take a painkiller to sleep, and I was able to sleep the whole night. That was the only day I took pain medication. I haven't been on any pain medication since. I got home Wednesday. So Wednesday night I took painkillers to sleep, and then after that I just kept on feeling better and better and better. When I left the hospital, this is TMI, guys. Sorry, it's TMI. Very TMI, but I'm trying to give you guys all the information I can. When I left the hospital, I was peeing because they actually measure you pee, which is disgusting. We had to pee in a cup, and then they will come and they will measure to see how much you're peeing. So I was peeing, but I didn't have a bowel movement when I was in the hospital. And when I got home on Wednesday, I didn't have bowel movement still. So usually I am a regular girl. I go regularly. So that was obviously because I'm not eating and there's no food in my stomach to go out and whatever. So I did go number 2 on Thursday. And guys, I'm sorry, this is TMI and it's so embarrassing to even talk about that because my husband doesn't even know this stuff. But I was so constipated. I've never experienced constipation in my life. I've never, ever in my 30 years of life, thank God, I've never experienced constipation. I know people that have, and I heard from them that it's terrible, it's horrible, it hurts, and I've never had it. And it wasn't until that Thursday that I experienced that. And it was not fun. I think I was sitting in the toilet for an hour. But I continued to drink my water and I continued to drink my liquids. And then I was finally able to go normal. And I've been normal and I've been regular again. Thank God it was just that one day. I just had to bring it up because you guys want to know all the details. So if you're planning on having VSG, just keep that in mind, my experience that I did in my case. About the healings, I have no pain in my incisions at all. They don't hurt me at all. They're painless, nothing at all. And about foods, when I left the hospital, I couldn't take more than 4 ounces. Like slowly at the time, I couldn't take more than 4 ounces. Now I can take 8 ounces in less than an hour. Like it's so much easier now. It's like I can't take it fast. Like I'm not gonna take, by the way, water, guys, water. I can't go and drink it all, but little sips at a time. I take it throughout the day. So now what I've been eating, I know one of my VSG friends from the hospital was asking me, what are you eating? I'm so tired of chicken broth. And okay guys, let me just leave this very nice and clear. This is my personal experience. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. This is what I did and this is what I'm doing. So please don't go and say, oh my gosh, she said I can have this and I had it and I had trouble, because I'm not telling you to have it. I'm telling you I had it and it worked for me. So I've been having pretty much all kinds of broth. Just broth, like liquid of things. I know they tell you to have low sodium chicken broth only, probably. Only? Maybe that's what they say, I don't know. I tested myself little by little. Like the day after I got home from the hospital, my mother-in-law had made this delicious Spanish soup, and it's so yummy. It had corn, it had ground beef, it had rice, it had cabbage, it had all this different, not cabbage, whatever the other thing is, whatever. It's so delicious. And I drank the juice of that soup. Nothing happened to me. Perfectly fine. And then the day after, pretty much everything I cooked for my kids, everything, I made my husband a veggie stew, and I put spices and everything, and I drank the liquid from that stew, and pretty much everything. Beef broth stew, I've been having every stew that there is. Not a lot. I will probably tell you I have maybe 5 spoons, at a time, because I'll tell you why. They tell you to drink 4 bottles of this a day. Guys, I cannot get through my 3rd bottle of this a day. I am lucky if I have 3 bottles. I haven't got to my 4th bottle yet. And on top of this, they want you to have 2 protein shakes. I make the protein shakes a priority because I hear from a lot of people that didn't take the protein shakes that they lose a lot of hair, that they start having other issues after VSG. So I know my body needs protein, and I know protein is very important for me. So I make sure I have 2 protein shakes a day. That's what they told me to have. That's what I've been having. So in the middle of those 2 protein shakes a day, which is like 11 ounces, the premier protein is the one I've been having. I told you guys I also have the lean shake, which is the powder that I mix with water. For some reason, that is very thick for me to drink right now, and I don't love it. So I've been sticking to my premier protein. Around me, I've only found chocolate and vanilla, so those are the only 2 choices. And there was banana, but banana is disgusting. So I've been sticking to just chocolate and vanilla. So I've been having 2 protein shakes a day and trying to get 3 bottles of water down. That is way more than my stomach can handle. I don't know how they expect you to have 4 bottles of water and 2 protein shakes. Maybe eventually I'll get there once my stomach completely, the swelling goes down. But as of right now, I can, and I don't want to push it. I don't want to push it. So I've been doing that. Another thing that I've been doing also is I finally had a cup of decaf coffee. Not regular coffee. But I actually use Coffee Mate creamer. And I know, don't judge me. They tell you to use lactate-free, fat-free milk if you want. I used to use my vanilla protein shake in my coffee, but there is nothing in this world that I miss more than just a normal cup of coffee. I'm not having a normal cup of coffee because I have to have decaf. So at least I want to give myself the pleasure of having a somewhat normal cup of coffee. And I like Coffee Mate. So the creamer, so the powder creamer. So what I've done is I've been using a little bit of that, and I bought stevia, whatever it's called. I used to use Splenda. I switched to stevia because I heard people say it's a lot better. I like it, and I use that and Coffee Mate creamer in my cup of decaf coffee. Oh my God, guys, I swear when I had my first sip, I almost cried. It's been so long I don't have a normal cup of coffee that I almost cry. I know, it's pathetic, but it was one of my pleasures to be able to have somewhat of a normal cup of coffee. And I drank it perfectly normal. It's funny because my son had 2 soccer games over the weekend, and it was freezing. I'm in New York, and it was really, it was like below 30 degrees on Saturday, and it was so cold. So I brought it in my, my little thermos cup, and I kept on taking little sips throughout the game, and it was the best thing in this world, guys. The best thing in this world. Yeah, so about food, that's pretty much it. Now I'm having 2 protein shakes and water. And sometimes in between, I'll have a few spoons of broth, whatever broth I'm making or I'm cooking for my husband. You guys see my flowers over there? How pretty. My friends love me. Yeah, so, so that's pretty much it about foods. Now, someone requested on one of my videos that she wanted me to talk a little bit more about how it was like to be put to sleep. So I know I didn't mention this to you guys in the past, but I was not nervous about surgery. I was very excited. I couldn't wait. I wanted to get the surgery done already. I was ready for it. But one thing that my husband and my mother-in-law knows, because they're the closest people to me, so like I told them from the beginning, I am afraid of the anesthesia. That was the one thing that I was scared of. And it's such a silly thing for me to tell you what I was scared about. I wasn't scared of dying in the middle of the anesthesia. I swear, like that's nothing that I was scared of. I was scared of the feeling of being put to sleep. I'm like, if you're gonna start going slow, like like basically like you start feeling your body numb and burning and itching, and I don't know, and I hate that because that will make me desperate. Like I just want to like rip it off me. I don't know, like, so I was afraid of that. And also, I know this is the silly part, I hate feeling helpless and knowing that I was going to be put to sleep. You're laying there helpless Like they can be playing with your belly, making fun of you, and you will never know. So I was telling my husband, I'm like, I'll feel so much better just to know that you're in the room. I don't care if they put me to sleep. I just want someone there to make sure nobody's gonna be doing silly things to me while I'm sleeping. I know this is silly. They're professionals. It was here. But for you who asked me about what it was like being put to sleep, they bring you into the operation room, and they lay you there. You know, they cover you with this blanket, and then I didn't even see my anesthesiologist because he told me it was a guy who was my anesthesiologist, and then he had an assistant, which was a girl. And they both told me, we're gonna see you inside. They explained to me how it goes. It goes through the IV and blah, blah, blah. You don't feel a thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. So I was expecting this guy to come next to me and start touching my IV, so I knew that was a sign I was gonna be put to sleep. I don't know how. I don't know when. What I'm thinking now is because, you know, your IV is connected to you, but you have the pole, which was behind me. So since I'm looking around what's going on around me, he might have like injected into my IV back there. So all I know is that one of the I don't know who it was. It wasn't the doctor, it wasn't the anesthesiologist. It was a nurse, someone that was covering me. And then she said to me, oh, how many kids do you have? And then I said, oh, and then I was out. I don't even remember answering that I had 2 kids. Like, I guess this is what they do. Like, they play with you so you don't go through the anxiety of, oh my God, it's happening. They just do it without telling you. And I met someone at the hospital who he also told me that they tricked me. I was waiting for them to come and tell me, okay, it's gonna happen now. And it didn't. They just I don't remember when, and I was out. So it's much easier that way, guys. I swear it's so much, because I think if they would have told me, okay, it's gonna happen now, I think I was gonna have a panic attack. So I was so happy that he did it without me knowing. I didn't feel a thing. I didn't feel burning, I didn't feel tickling, I didn't feel my vision going out. I just went from she's like, how many kids do you have? I'm like, oh, boom, out. That was it. I didn't feel a thing. And then I woke up at the recovery room with my husband next to me, which that's when I woke up. And so the anesthesia was actually one of the easiest things, and it was what I stressed out the most. All right, so I guess I cover all for now. Remember, this is my 1 week post-op, so I am 1 week post-op, and I lost so much weight. How much is it? 13 pounds. I lost 13 pounds in a week. That is crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys my incisions. So discretion is advised. If you guys don't like seeing scars, marks, blood, bruises, please turn away now or turn off your camera. My belly does not look pretty. I apologize, but it is what it is. It's my reality, it's my body, and I will share my incisions and everything with you. So if you don't like seeing that, just turn away now, okay? There we go. I had to switch the camera because the lighting was not very good. So this is my body shot. Enjoy. So this is me facing. This is me sideways. This is me from the back. This is me the other side. And this is me front again. I definitely shrank. My legs shrank. I definitely went down pant size. I definitely went down in my boobs. What am I gonna do? And my belly, believe it or not, my belly went down a lot, and even this back fat over here went down a lot. I still have it, but it went down a lot. So now I'm gonna show you guys my incisions. I don't like them. They're gonna get better. So let me get a little bit closer. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 incisions in total. And I know some people have less. I got 6. Some band-aids is still, some band-aids over here is still on. Obviously you cannot scrub it and wash. I still have probably like a little glue around them, but you can scrub them. So I use baby oil, I use alcohol. I don't want to infect them, so I'm not scrubbing them. But these are still pretty stuck. You know, I'm not planning on peeling it, so I'm just letting it be. But if you guys see this one right here, right by my broad line, this is pretty much all healed. It's nice and healed. This one, like half of it has a crust and half of it doesn't. But it looks pretty good too. And this one looks like the biggest one of all. It's not like a straight line, it's a little bit bigger. But I'm sure they will all disappear in time, and this is all my mommy marks. And yeah, and this is my biggest incision. I can't wait for this to come off so I can look at that. But I don't know what else to do. I showered, I washed. I guess they say they come off on their own, and I'm just waiting for them to come off. But yeah, those are my incisions. Don't like showing them, but what can I do? And yeah, and this is my 1 week post-op. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to give it the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys for my 2nd week post-op. Bye guys.